PhocusWire Editor-in-Chief Mitra Sorrells, and today I am joined by Tony Wagner. He is Chief Commercial Officer at Onyx CenterSource. Tony, welcome.
Great to be with you today.
So I know that you have more than 20 years of experience in the travel and meetings and events industries. Based on those years of experience, and as well with what you are hearing from Onyx CenterSource customers and through some of the research that you've done, what are some of the common challenges that are facing hotels related to meetings and events?
You know, Mitra, we just did a couple surveys, and we just most recently actually had a couple influencer workshops in some cities around the world. And the number one challenge across the board that every hospitality and event firm is having right now is labor, right? It's hard to find people. It's challenging overall. And so when you combine that with some manual processes that go on, and one of the things we'll talk about a little bit later is the impact of meetings and events, commission payments, and event reconciliation as being extremely manual in the process, that is a strain on labor, right? Trying to find people, it's affecting timelines to get payments done. It's affecting relationships.
Yeah, wow, that piece around staffing is just something we hear from everyone we talk to. It's certainly a critical issue, and probably will be for some time to come. So let's start to dive into that a bit more. What advice do you have for hotels on how to overcome some of these issues?
Well, I think number one, it's, really try to look at how do you evaluate automation, because automation really helps in a number of ways. One, it takes manual steps out of the process. Two, it allows you to maybe drive some productivity and scalability in your business. So if you're having challenges really finding people, how do you make the people that you have more productive? And how can you maybe redeploy people to more important roles around driving revenue or engaging in relationships overall, right? And so that I think is kind of fundamental to helping solve that challenge.
So can you tell us a bit more about this product that Onyx CenterSource has, the group pay product, and how that can help to streamline some of the commission processes for hotels and agencies?
Sure. I can do that in a couple of ways. First, what I would say is when we've interviewed our stakeholders, whether that's hotels or meeting and event agencies, what we find overall is that unanimously, it's a known problem in the industry that this takes massively amounts of time, right? Long periods of time to do this, upwards of, 2 to 4 hours for a hotel to do an event. And the same side on the agency side. And so what we've done is we've really built a tool that automates that process, right? From event creation for hotels and agencies, whether it be managing kind of that final pickup for hotel bookings, and then managing out of block bookings in a more automated way instead of going through Excel spreadsheets, right? And having it up on your split screen on your computer, automating all those commission calculations, and then really automating the payment process. And so when we look at that, we're seeing a 50 to 75% improvement in productivity for staff, right?
Wow.
And that really is what we're trying to address for the industry.
Yeah, that's pretty substantial. So that's great. That piece around adding efficiency, I think, is just so critical.
And it's not sexy, Mitra, right?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's not like when most event planners and hotels love creating experiences for people, right? Yeah. This isn't sexy, but it's an important part, right? And when you think about that whole life cycle of an event, this last part is really what sticks out a lot as inefficient and really impactful for the agencies and the hotels.
Yeah, that's super interesting. So can you talk a bit more then? What more can be done to simplify meetings and event commission payments?
Well, part of it, I think, is really kind of the visibility for the agencies and the hotels, right? What we hear a lot today from agencies and for the hoteliers is there's constant following up that's going on around where are we at with the commission payment, right? Where are we at with the final room block and that kind of discussion back and forth. So the more that we can automate and bring visibility to that so that agencies can see it, hotels can see it, that really removes what I call non-value added communication back and forth, right? Instead of getting emails all the time and escalations going to sales leaders, where is this? Why is it taking so long? You can really kind of take that away.
Okay. And as we are getting close to the end of our time together, let's just talk briefly about how payments play a role in building trust and relationships between hotels and meeting and event agencies and professionals, because clearly That's kind of at the foundation of everything, I would assume.
For sure. I mean, when you think it from an agency lens, and I was a meeting and event agency leader for 12 years, commissions are kind of the lifeblood of many agencies' P&Ls, right, or profitability. And so when you look at that, that trust is, if it takes a long time to get paid and you're requiring or depending on those commission payments to help basically fund your operations, trust can quickly break down if you're moving to 120 days, 180 days, right, in payments. And so the more that agencies and hotels can bring that visibility and speed that payment, it reduces workload, but it really builds the trust, right? And if you're a hotelier, usually event business from agencies is high yielding business. And so the more you can bring back repeat customers, right, fighting for those large events and incentive programs and things, that really makes an impact to the hotel's bottom line and is really benefits the agency as well. So it's a win-win.
Very interesting. Yeah, it certainly sounds like it's just incredibly applicable today more than ever, as you said, with the staffing challenges and everybody looking to work smarter, work more efficiently, work better. So,
and build relationships.
Yes, for sure. Tony Wagner from Onyx CenterSource, thank you so much for talking to us today.
Thanks, Mitra. Really appreciate it.
All right, take care.